viewers. This is the realm of Robert Quest, and I'm here to do a reaction slash review on Demon Slayer episodes 7 to 20, dubbed. So, I've watched episodes. So, after the mission where he had to go to that town where the young girls were missing, after that mission, the crow comes again, and the crow comes again, and he's like, another mission already. And when he said that, I thought about working. That's how it is. You're in doing one thing, and they're like, all right, make sure you do this and that because the truck's coming in. That's basically what it's like. So even though they're demon slayers and they're demon slayers, right? Meaning that they slay unknown entities, the entities that are unknown to the populace, very the populace, and even the government. They're demon slayers. Yet they still have to do the same routine, the same obstacles and challenges as normal day people that are working. Because, in other words, if they're a demon slayer, they slay demons, and that's their job. And a job is exactly what it is. No matter what it is, it's a job. So I found that part quite funny and relatable. I like that. With the crow coming in, saying, "All right, you need to go southeast to this town. Hurry, hurry, go, go." He's like, "What? Another mission already? I just got done this mission." But his master's teacher, I can't remember his name. I think it's Sugetsu Suihori, something like that. His master, his teacher, told him that after you slice through the boulder, after this, you're gonna lose a lot of sleep. It's gonna lose a lot of sleep, and make sure you when you before you go to the final selection, after you pass that, make sure that you make this your last good sleep, because he told him after you finish your training, you're gonna face many hardships that's beyond your abilities, and you're gonna have to get through it, and you're gonna lose a lot of sleep. Make sure you get this last good sleep in, because that's gonna last good sleep that you're ever gonna get. So that's what his teacher told him. Um, Toshiro's teacher told him that it's gonna be this gonna be a very challenging, very challenging. It's just gonna be a very challenging job. So we on the next mission after the town with the teenage girls missing. So we go to this town and we finally meet the main villain. And I was kind of took out surprised that we finally able to meet the main villain of the show. And he's with a family, and I'm like, how is he posing a human? And then Toshiro was like, I don't notice like he's a demon. You don't notice his eyes. You don't notice how pale he is. You know he just stands out. It's obvious aura, his body. Y'all guys are not noticing that he's a demon. What's going on here? And I know he stood out. And that part, I relate to that part because I feel like that too. I feel like I see things that other people don't see. Like this person standing over there. Why is he sitting there? Why it looks like he's not even from this planet? Why does it look like Why does it look like the dude doesn't belong there? Sometimes I feel like I don't belong. Sometimes I feel like that I'm just an outcast. Like I remember one time I was in Walmart and I looked up and I looked myself up. I look, I was looking at myself in a camera, and from my perception and perspective, I just stood out and I just felt like I just didn't belong here. Like I was weird. So that part was good. Like how he's like he don't notice. So it's first off, Toshiro, the main character, he always different with his smell. He smells things more heightened rate than what other people can smell things. He's keen with the smells. Um, I know that scent, that technique, that ability is a good ability to have to able to get to the daily tasks, this regular tasks. But as a demon slayer, it's better than that. So and he's not the only one with extra senses. I'm gonna talk about that later on. But so he notices. I think the demon's name is Yorokarasu, something like that. Yeah. I'm not sure. I can't remember the names right now. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. Let me look it up. Let me look it up.
You not calling him? The one or two? Oh, okay, because we get ready to go to Land City. All of us, so you gonna have to get some pants on. This is the last one. You don't have to. You get, you know, I think you could. I don't know.
Moron. His name is Moron. So Moron notices it, and he's annoyed by Torijo. Tanjiro. He's annoyed by Tanjiro, and he sliced someone's neck and turns into a demon out in the public. Like he doesn't care. He's completely savage. And I'm like, if he's doing stuff like this, I'm thinking, from my perspective, right, the way my mind's operating, if he's doing stuff like this on a daily basis, how come he didn't get caught yet by the government? Like people just turn to demons in the public. How he's not how he's not caught by now? Like I'm not. He is blending in with the crowd, but he's selling a family. But if he's just doing things like that, how is it not noticed by the populace? This just show you. I guess that's just to tell that people, the majority of people, we don't notice things that's going on around us, and it's right there in front of the face. It's obvious, but it's not. We just don't notice it because our minds are so out in tune. And Tanjiro Tanjiro is the only one that notices, and the only other two people that notices was two demons. So that's tell you special about something special about Tanjiro. Of course, he's an demon, so he trained, but he's able to see things, and he's like, "What? People don't notice this?" So, and then that goes back earlier on in the show when his sword turned black, and Sakonji Sakonji tells Tanjiro that that's a bad omen. People say it's a bad omen. And Tanjiro was like, yo, I don't care if I sense the greatness. I just want to get my sister back to being a human. That's all I care about. That's the main goal. That's my mission. That's my core drive. With that said, the fact that Tanjiro can see things means he might be special. He's probably a chosen one, but he doesn't care. But that scene in the show, that scene right there, just tell you something about Tanjiro. It's telling you something. So that scene was pretty cool. And he yells out, he's like, "Listen, Muzan, I'm gonna find you no matter how far you run. I'm gonna get you." And then we see two humans in the background that actually helps what the she says a spell that can help. It's just a spell that helps Tanjiro escape. So we go to a Dr. Eamon and her assistant, and he talks about how can he turn Nezuko back into a human, and the doctor tells him it can't. It can happen, and she's telling him that anything is possible. The possibility is in his reach. But then that they get attacked by these two demons, Susamamaru and I can't remember the other. I don't have the other. I don't have the other name for that other. But he had two demons. Susamamaru was one with the balls. So Nezuko joins in, and they all get together and defeat them. And they weren't part. They thought that at first they was part of the 12 Kizuki, which is basically Mozan's 12 most powerful demons under his wings. But they weren't because they marked by eyes, the number in the eyes. Later on, they find a former member of the 12 Kizuki, maybe the 12 most powerful demons in the land, under Muzan's. Under his, they had Muzan's their boss, and he's the most powerful demon, and the 12 other powerful demons have the power of him. So they find another former member of the Tokizuki, which his name is Koyagai. Koyagai Blood Demon Arts was kind of creepy, and it kind of tells you like there's a whole other side to magic in the show, and that's like stuff like that. Something you don't mess with. Blood Demon Arts. You don't mess with those type of things. There's a whole nother side, a whole nother realm, and it gives you chills and scary. And his ability was he was drumming, right? He was drumming, and it allows him to switch the rooms around the house. So that's like some demonic, satanic, like magic stuff that you don't that shouldn't really be touched at all. So that's part of the show is creepy. We meet the blonde haired dude, Zenitsu. He's straight up crybaby. He cries all the time, but when he falls asleep, it's almost like a split personality. When he falls asleep, he awakens to power, and later on in the show, later on in episode like 17, 12, 11, 12, no, not 11, 12, but 17, I think it is, 17, 18, we see that the reason why he had his power because he got struck by lightning. So I want to talk about that. So how did he get struck by lightning? It could be just pure luck, but no such thing as luck. There's no such thing as luck. So because he's so scared, because he's a wimp and he goes to fear and runs away all the time, he actually, in a sense, kind of isolated himself into a space and time where he can access the power of nature. Like being so scared and run away from things and not following, he actually by not following the standards was able to run away and access the power of nature. And he was able to align himself at the right time to get struck by lightning, and by surviving, it gave him a supernatural ability called a thunderclap. And it seemingly he could take out any foe with just one slice of the head. It was called a thunderclap. He can take out any foe with a slice of the head, and that's a dope ability he has. But analyzing the psychology of it, seemed like his fear made him strong. He just need to learn how to rechannel his fear into and isolation and get tuned himself and trying to like control his existence. If he can rechannel his fear, he probably can be well up the ranks. My prediction is that he's actually going to try to control his fear and rechannel it. And when he's trying to control his fear, he's going to go up the ranks pretty quick of the Demon Slayer Corps. So we had another dude named Inosuke. Inosuke has a boar mask. Originally, I had thought that Inosuke was an older Demon Slayer because he sounded like one. He had a boar mask, and of course he was a crazy one. And it was kind of funny how he just got stuck in that house and they ran into him. But no, he's around the same age as the main characters. So with him being around the same age of the main characters, that was a surprise. So we now look at the trial. So they ran into this mansion where the Emin Koyagai was, and they hold on, I'll be right back. I'll be back.
Wanted to do that.
Sunday, you and Daddy go, okay? Okay? Oh,
Alright, I'm back.
you got the phone?
So they found these two kids, and they said their brother was in there. With their brother being in there, they had to go inside the house. Eventually, Tanjiro defeats Kogai, and Kogai is relieved. And we've seen this in the show, in the anime, that Kogai, not Kogai, but the demons were human. Even though they're demons now, they were human, and they have their memories. Even though their memory is not clear, they still feel it. And even though they lost in humanity, they still have the memories embedded in their hearts, I guess. So they had the memories embedded in their hearts, and they remember things. So Kogai, he was a writer, but his work was never appreciated, and felt like he had less value in himself. So that's the one important thing. Always have value in yourself. Don't let anybody devalue you. And he told himself, "Yo, my stuff is good. I have more. My stuff is more valuable than what these people are telling me." And Konjiro was an Demon Slayer, had to kill him in order to give himself, in order to make Kogai feel that his works had value in it. So that was good. And then on we see another scene where the mother of the Spider Demons family was able to find peaceful death because they got together with this fake family because the fake family was created so they can conjure up the memories of when they were human. But I don't know if this was happening while she was human, but she was being abused by the father, the pretend father of this Spider Demon family. And she was able to find peace in that and tranquility. And Tanjiro sees this. Tanjiro can see that these demons were used to be humans. Unlike Muzan, who's a true demon, they see, but other ones that got turned into demons by him and his peoples, they were human, and they really wished that at the demon side, they really wished that they had the humanity back. That's what they really wishing. They really should have humanity back, and in order to do that, you have to do something that's human, so they can trigger those emotions back. But since they can transform, they turn into these disagreeable creatures, these monstrous creatures now. And like the daughter ended up getting killed by the Spider Demon family daughters ends up getting killed. Hashira. No, not her name. Shinobu Kosho. And so what the daughter did, she lied saying, I don't kill fine humans. But Shinobu was like, nah, I came and I saw all these cocoons up there. And I saw all these cocoons, and it was like 50 of them. So you be killing a lot more humans than that. And she's like, I'm not lying. She was like, yeah, whatever. Like, I know who you are. But I don't know what you really are. You're an demon. You're evil. You a lot. You're the venomous manifestation, the formation of what evil is. Goodbye. It's time for you to die. I'm pulling you behind. And she did that. She took her out. She did that, right? She took it out. So after taking her out, she goes and she eventually saves our boy Zenitsu. She saves Zenitsu, but Zenitsu went with another episode, and I'm not sure what's actually happened. Did he get any stronger? Because is he more consciously aware of what he's doing while he's asleep? Because he went through the whole flashback and everything. He went through the whole flashback and everything. do the whole flashback of his training of his master Gramps, and Gramps told him that your potential lies within you. You just had to believe in and trust in yourself. After he got struck by lightning, he didn't realize it, but Gramps was training him to be strong while he was sleeping. Because that's when you're in the subconscious mind, you're not attached to those emotions, this fear and all that stuff. And even though all those fears and emotions and trauma that you're telling yourself is programmed in the conscious mind, it's also come from the subconscious mind. But when you're in a more deeper state of your subconscious mind, a deeper state, all that disappears. And he was able to channel something from his subconscious mind in order for him to bring out his full potential. Gramps was able to do that with the aid of the lightning strike, which transformed his body. I don't know what it did to him. It probably did something to his soul, his spiritual body, and lost some type of spiritual magic power or something. That's probably what happened. But he ended up getting bit by this poison spider, and then the way he got bit, it was so nonchalant. The spider was like, "Yeah, you got bit, right?" So he about to turn to a spider, and he was freaking out. He was like, "I don't know where you're running at." But eventually, he took him out. He just fell asleep. He scared himself to sleep. Woke up. The thunderclap took him out. He was gone. Whoosh. Took him out. He was gone. So, and then we also see some character development too, because he was scared, but he started to become more calm, and he started to go back and listen to what his gramps told him on how to breathe and breathing techniques, and his breathing was actually what saved him. So training is very important. That's a life lesson too. What you put in your training, you get out of it. Training is very important. It's what you learn in your training, and if you apply it, you'll be good. So that was an example of learn and application. Learn of a technique and application of a technique. And then Shinobu came and saved him. Saved our boy Senetsu. She came and saved our boy Senetsu. So we had Tonjiro versus the son of the Spider Demon family, who is the most powerful and also one of the 12 Kizuki. And he was struggling too until he had to go back his past, but further than what his master taught him. And his previous master, his father, taught him how to dance and everything. And he told him that the key in dancing is the coordination of your breathing and everything. Once again, it's all about the breath. And so we see Tanjiro apply this and he unlock a new technique. Unlocking this new technique allow him to take the head off of the sun. But the son saw that coming ahead of time, so he's on a higher level. He's able to move fast enough and react fast enough, or to remove his own head before Tojo can take it off with his sword. So that tells him the speed and the level that he's on as 12 Kiseki. And eventually Tojo fell, and he was just out of it. He puts all the energy that attacks. You got Nekono is tied up in a string in the webs. And he's like, okay, what do I do now? Put everything at last attack. Until Giyu Tomika comes to save the day. Ahashira, the highest rank of Demon Slayer. He comes to save the day. He takes the head off quickly. So this was basically light work to them. And it makes you think, why didn't they send Ahashira in the first place and let all these kids dying? They should have sent them in the first place. I guess they didn't know how dangerous it was, but like, why would they send them over there? What's the point of that? If they can just take these people out, take these demons out in this one blow. He took the other ones out. That Inose was fighting, was the father. So altogether, I see constant character development in the show. Inose, he's still the same personality, but I see him starting to warm up to Tonjiro and Zenitsu as friends, and he started understanding teamwork as he threw Tonjiro up so he can attack the mother, the spider demon mother, and he sees that he has to coordinate with other people or complete the mission. And we see Zenitsu, he's like, yo, I need to stop being scared. I need to start applying what I learned and grow up. And he did that. But he did that almost in his final moments, but he was saved. But his breathing was help save him, and that was him being determined to overcome his fear, overcome his scary personality, so that he can transcend and become a more calmer individual. And we see Tanjiro, he's applying things that he learned before he even knew that demons and demon slayers even existed. And he learned from his father, so he's applying the things that his father taught him, family scenes, family memories into this. And he even thanked his father. He said, "Thank you, Father, for allowing me to complete this technique." So that tells you that Tanjiro is a very respectful person. He thanked his father for teaching him this, and he gave him honor and respect for that. So that was honorable for Tanjiro to thank his father for that. And now we had the Hashira coming in. So what I think about the show so far is a good show. It has character development, characterization. The story is good. The story is suspenseful. It keeps going. You don't know what you're gonna face next. It's creative as far as it keeps the variety of the powers of the demons. They all don't have the same powers. It's different types of demons, different type of powers. So that's interesting. We go in different places so far. We've been to a town. We've been to the woods. We've been to a mansion. Now we're in the mountains. So as long as they keep that pace up, it's gonna be. I see it's gonna be a good, very good show. Next go. Um, Nezuko. Uh, we see a little bit of character development from Nezuko too, as she treats people that she sees as family well, even if they're demons. Like she treated Tama Tamayos and Yushiro as family because she pat Yushiro on the head. So she's growing to be into a more human characteristics. And we have Buzan Kibuyu Suji. Wait, how is this? Buzan Kipus Muzan Kibusuji. And we have him, the main villain, the main antagonist of the show. We don't know much about him yet, but we can see that he's truly a demon. He has no regard for life whatsoever. He just does anything he wants to. He has no humanity at all. What we saw from what he did in the town after just slicing somebody's head, after the head turned to a demon right in the public crowd, and then going to a back alleyway and just killing people because they look like him, that he doesn't belong. So that tells us something else about him. He's irritated that he doesn't belong. He was irritated seeing Tanjiro's earrings, right? Knowing that he was the one that attacked his family. That's why he's annoyed by him. And he's annoyed because it seems like he's annoyed by the Demon Slayers that don't allow him to be one of the people. Or he's annoyed that they look at him that he's a demon, but he has, so far as we know, it's actually he doesn't even have to feast off of humans. He just kind of has this selfish God complex about himself, a superiority complex that he's a demon. Humans, they don't have to, but he's not willing to look for other ways. He's just a pure demon, and he's like, yo, I'm an demon. This is what it means. This is what I do. This is how it works. And the fact that y'all don't like it, y'all deserve to die. I don't care about y'all. To me, humans are useless. To me, humans are nothing but flies. To my perception, humans are flies. Human beings are low lives. Human beings have no value and have no worth. And the fact that he looked down on me, you can't look down on me because I'm higher than you. He has that type of complex. So this dude, I don't think he's ever going to change. He needs to be destroyed completely because he's just a dangerous individual because of his psychology and his powers. I'm gonna wrap this up. So, I like the show. What's my favorite character? I think Zenetsu is my favorite character because He's crying. Like if you don't allow it to annoy you, it makes him an interesting character. And the fact that he's really you know, he's really a beast and fighting. He just had to overcome his fear, and we see him doing that in these recent episodes I just watched. So I had to give him patience. That's all you gotta do. Give him patience. So I'm gonna wrap this up. This is your boy Robert Quest. I'm a I'm still Ross and Demon Slayer. I'm gonna catch up the series. Um, I finished the Food Wars, the fourth plate. I did a reaction to that, to the ending of it. This is my reaction slash review of episodes 7 to 20. So, hope you enjoyed it. You can comment, like, and subscribe. Tell me things I did good, things I did wrong, what I need to step up on. I'm willing to better myself so I can be more presentable with my projects. All right, peace. Watch anime. Stay cool. Stay peaceful. Stay calm. And smile. Have a nice day.